Fani Willis is the most corrupt, arrogant, coward, incompetent, compromised, corrupted, contaminated district attorney and public official probably in the history of Western civilization. Is that exaggerated? Maybe. Maybe not. It's hard to find somebody who is able to mix, again, these words, which you might consider to be kind of redundant and, dare I say, tautological when we speak of politicians, but arrogant to the extent that it's pathological. Arrogant. Arrogance, the likes of which we have never seen before. Arrogance, the likes of which most of us cannot even comprehend. Arrogance that speaks to a disdain for the system of jurisprudence. She was picked, she was selected, she was targeted because only she would be as stupid and inept and cowardly as to bring something of this magnitude. Think about this. Racketeering against the president. Racketeering. Of all of the, it's very difficult to say which case is the most stupid. Oddly enough, this case may have more to it than this ridiculous charge in New York, of which the president will be found guilty and will be immediately remanded to Rikers Island by Judge Mershon. Now, whether that's actually allowed pursuant to the rules in terms of how Secret Service works, that's another story. But that case, nobody even understands it, but that will be a guilty verdict. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. And this one too, in Fulton County, she is looking right now in her race for DA at a 70% approval rating, 70% over her nearest competitor of sorts. So I don't know what's going on anymore. See, I gave this up a long time ago. I gave up this idea of trying to even say, well, I think that, no, I don't think anymore. I don't, because I'm in a lunatic asylum. Now, this might be one of the funniest yet tragic scenes I have. It almost is Saturday Night Live worthy. It is absolutely, without a doubt, by virtue of the way it is portrayed, the way it is timed, the way it is written. Listen to this. It is one of the funniest, and it's not meant to be funny. It's not meant to be funny. But listen to the presentation. Listen to the irony, and just listen as to who represents Madam Fani.
Let's meet the candidates. Christian Y. Smith is an author and attorney. Fani Willis has served as Fulton County District Attorney since 2021. Ms. Willis declined to participate in the debate and is represented by an empty podium. Let's meet the candidates.
No, let's not. Absolutely. And by the way, it's really a lectern. A podium is something that you stand on top of. But I'm not going to argue the point. I'm not going to argue the point. Ladies and gentlemen, you might think to yourself, "Oh my God, how do we even explain this?" Well, let me bring some good news to you. Maybe there is a God. And maybe this God is good because he gave us Fani Willis, who not only is incompetent, but arrogant. The arrogance. Whose boyfriend, Nathan Wade. By the way, did you see this little sartorial bit here? No need to listen to me, but stay away, men, from monogrammed cuffs, barrel cuff monograms. Stay away from that. I'll let Trump get away with it because he puts 45, and how many people can do this? But Clarence, I keep saying Clarence, Nathan, Nathan is in the position of most people. Nathan provides himself in the position I find interesting of saying, I'm not sure whether I want to go with any particular monogram style on my cuff. I'm just going to write Wade. So there's no doubt as to who he is. This is a dude who made $1 million for a case. Legal fees for one case, $1 million. Think about that. Legal fees. Okay, 700, 800,000 for one case that is still going. That's not even off. It's not even teed up. Think about this. This Rube was the leading prosecutor. Oh, almost hey, look, Fulton County, that's your problem. One of the greatest stories ever. And the lie. This is the part. Nathan, did you go to her apartment? I did not. I have no idea. Nathan, we have this cell tracking, and it shows that on two separate indications or dates, we show you going to where she was staying. Not living, staying. Okay, so when she was staying, and he said, and she said, well, how do you know I was there? This doesn't mean anything. This is the same technology you use in the prosecution of defendants. You want us to open up old cases and have their pleas set aside, their verdicts set aside, because here you are after the fact admitting that this particular technology that was instrumental in getting them packed away, that this all of a sudden you don't think is worthwhile? Well, thanks for telling us. You sure you want to stick to that story? Well, no. Well, how do you know I was there? No, Nathan. No. You got up at, I don't know, maybe not up. Maybe you just left your home at about 1:45. Well, it looks like a booty call. That's what the kids call it. And you drove to an area which might not have been where she stays, but within a couple of 100 feet where you stayed, I guess, in your car, maybe, or maybe there was an all-night laundromat right around there. And then at 4 a.m, you left that area and came home and then called her up on the phone. I mean, stop it. They lie not because they can, not because they must, but because they just don't care. They just don't care. The arrogance. So I'm not about to tell Fulton County what to do. I'm not about to tell Fulton County what to do at all. I am not going to in any way suggest that Fulton County must do anything along these lines. But just remember this.
Has served as Fulton County District Attorney since 2021. Ms. Willis declined to participate in the debate and is represented by an empty podium.
That's it. Represented by an empty podium or lectern. And that empty podium, I think, would probably do a better job in the debate than she would. Because the only thing I miss, and by the way, she says there's no way I can do it. I can involve myself in a debate because I've got cases that are pending. Well, stipulate ahead of time not to talk about, oh, no. I'm because when it comes to ethics, I am the queen, not only of arrogance, but ethics, but I can't talk about that. And to be fair, when you're 70 points ahead, what do you want to debate somebody for? But it just goes, but I guarantee you, anybody, she would have debated no one. She could have had another, put it this way, he could have said, you know what, I'll let you debate my podium. She would have said no to that too, because both podiums not only would have been more, well, it wouldn't have been as interesting because I kind of like to see pathological, psychopathic liars get caught. But to see this nonsense goes without. It's just without peer. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. Thank you for your attention. Thank you for your support. Please like the video. Please subscribe to the channel. Please hit that little bell so you're notified of live streams and new videos. And whatever I do, I ask you to comment as you see fit.